Ramshackle Homestead and Survival.
I'm Shawn with the Wild.
And we've been doing a green woodworking class up here today. You guys hang out and check this video out. I think you'll like it. Be sure to check us out right here.
Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. That's what you're supposed to say.
I say leave it.
Some of y'all may have seen some of my videos on the internet. Me bushcrafting with some odd looking tools. And I'll explain all those and why I made them here in a little bit. First, a little bit about me. I kind of grew up here in the hills of Kentucky and Tennessee. As Keith would say, running feral. And like a lot of us, you know, we didn't have anything. And so I spent a lot of time outside, in the woods, you know, playing with sticks, stones, hunting, fishing. Like I say, like the most of us do. I also learned pretty early on that I had a knack for like engineering stuff, so I spent an equal amount of time like in dumps and junkyards and just taking stuff apart and robbing parts to create some Frankenstein creation or whatever. And so you kind of marry those two up and you find yourself really comfortable in bushcraft, which is like the basis of green woodworking anyway. So and that's kind of what we're going to go over, a little bit of bushcraft and green woodworking, the tools, kind of how they came about, give you a little history lesson for those that don't know. Before I get too far into that, thank Keith and Jen for hosting this thing and getting everybody out here. Anytime you have an opportunity to get with like-minded people, there's a pretty good chance you're going to learn something. And I think everybody, including myself, you know, have got something that they need to learn, something they need to practice, and something they can teach somebody else.
Yep.
So, anyway, thank you guys for having us out here and putting all that. I know you guys put a bunch of work into it, and you know that's pretty cool. So we're gonna have some fun. A lot of this stuff is sharp. You know,
Amen.
don't cut a finger off.
If you do, we want it to make necklaces with. If the dog doesn't get.
At least make it look good.
Yeah. No, please. I mean that's the utmost. There's some really sharp stuff here. Trust me, I've cut myself with all of it. The spoon knives, really be mindful of them because if you look at them, they will cut you.
Yeah, they're pretty sharp. I picked one up already.
Yeah, and other than that, just have a good time.
There's not many mistakes you can make out here, but you are kind of only limited to 10 fingers, you know. So I guess that's the extent of it. When you can no longer hold the axe, I guess you mistaked out.
Yep, that's the truth. So yeah, just be super duper careful because I can stitch up pretty good, and you don't want me stitching on you. I promise. Mostly it's goats and dogs.
See how it.
See that
new
beard
got
when they
one
came out?
more This to me was less strenuous, and it wasn't as taxing, you know, as if you're trying to do it like calorie conscious or whatever. It burnt less energy than trying to use that bit and brace.
Better than a 32-volt cordless drill and a spade bit.
Not quite that much. But there's not anything wrong with the Scotch-eyed augers. And this is not anything new. It's just kind of an adaptation to that.
Yeah.
That cutting, being able to peg with the same tool makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
I've got a Scotch eye, and then I bought one of his a couple years ago, and it's a lot better too.
You know, none of us are probably ever going to be in a survival situation anyway, especially none of us, you know, right? Because we're kind of always prepared for it. So the only way to really get out and practice some of this stuff is just that. You know, sometimes you just got to do it for no reason, just to find out what happens. And so I spend a lot of time doing stuff for no reason.
They weren't.
Knots across your pegs.
So my dad, I worked for Rhino. My dad
And then you'll put a wedge in there that sticks up about this far.
Well,
And then when you drive it back in, the force of you driving it will push the peg in there and it will spread it out, and that will kind of lock it in place.
yeah.
You're going to be able to take care of yourself.
Yeah, the more variety.
The Goonies. Right?
Do you want to be the asthmatic kid?
I'm gonna start my body. Hey, I was down for whichever one.
That they find.
One-Eye Willie.
Tripods is that you can have a little bit more
Right.
freedom to.
Places we end up at, it's, 3 inches of mud anyhow.
Exactly, yeah.
So, who cares?
Okay, just a little off this side, and that should flatten it out. It's actually pretty comfortable.
I'll send you a picture of me.
There you go.
Look at that. You are the first one.
The settler's wrench he makes has a little socket. I guess you'd call it a riven tool, and it coincidentally happens to be the same diameter as this. So you can drill the hole, or you can rivet it down and put a froe handle on it. You break it out in there and work the wood as you go.
I'm kind of saying before about there's nothing wrong with the tools that your grandparents had. The only problem I have with them is I can't get enough of them in my backpack. And not everybody wants to carry stuff like froes and get a rough idea. Or you can even take something and just kind of measure down in there. That's not quite there. We still could take it down another 3/4 of an inch probably. And we'll do that. The more we can get in there, the more modern material to get stuff a little lighter and a little smaller. Like I said, there's nothing wrong.
The older ones, I like the older ones better. They're a whole lot more. Shawn had a master can program on the computer and our G&E to open hand to it. And the older
Take a log, go down it, make you a nice little
Ready? Yeah.
gutter for your cabin, or you can take it and work the inside out, kind of like a big spoon knife. Make a trencher or a bowl,
they don't get the near amount of beat
some other kind of useful.
out of it.
Using the natural curvature of the stick. Maybe go in that way.
I don't know.
It's really good for removing a lot.
Oh, you just crack it?
After all that.
I just split it.
There are no mistakes.
Bob Ross, Happy Little Trees.
I could go for the
I don't know what y'all talking about. I'll put that on Etsy. I'll sell that to somebody.
You sure will.
With a soccer mom sticker.
Yeah.
And it
I
will
mean,
split
you can pretty much make
and knock it, so you always want
Michael said he had one of these in the basement. But I really
right here
You know, I'm always on the other side of that thing.
over,
I used
which I might even put a stop cut in for it because it makes it a lot easier when you're first doing it.
I got one down there. To do.
About it at the time.
Make something you can shaft and arrow with pretty easily.
So now I probably have to go back to work. Still weekends.
My buddy James Lewis, also, you may have seen this handsome looking devil on several of our videos. He's a squirrel killing machine. AMM, brother. What's your channel? Tell us a little bit about it.
Kentucky's Old Paths.
Yeah,
We practice in anything of the old lifestyles of Eastern Kentucky people and Kentucky in general.
He's a master spoon whittler. Look at it. He just did that.
It was a piece of wood 5 minutes ago.
I've been down there a few times, metal detecting. Used to go 25 years ago, and you could go anywhere you wanted to down there.
Make it last longer, or you just leave it the way it is?
You can make it seal and make them last.
That's why I wondered if Lindsay would be good for that.
It was got to be a real good one. It's just right down there.
Isn't it 400 or something?
And just modern. I mean, you know to get by, but you always try.
This is a paring ladder. Nothing super special about it, but apparently it might be just because of the use of it. So I've seen something similar to it in a woodcraft book. Basically, I don't know if you've tried to shave the bark off of something that's really long. You might like down at our wood pit, we have a picnic table, and I would be wedging it, you know, the stick and various things, put it against your chest, your stomach, and then after a time, you're like, oh my gosh, it's like not comfortable, and you can't reach far enough. So anyway, this thing is pretty handy, and I did use Shawn's tools, of course. If I was to do it over again, I would do it more like a ladder. I would just do each one like a regular rung. But so the theory is, you just put it in here, and you can use your knee to hold it down. I mean, that's what you'll see, like the Sussex knee vise is like a more elaborate version of this, but this is just a simple woodland contraption that you can use. It only takes a couple seconds to, you know, you just got to do the holes, and I happen to find some sticks that actually fit perfectly in the holes, so that worked even better. So, you know, it's just basically doing that. Paring ladder. Yeah.
Where does, you know, where the name comes from?
Chairs, they call them bodgers camps, or, you know, if they're making the chairs, any kind of woodland craft, say like making barrels, they would have to make the staves, so they would just set up in woodland areas, do all the preliminary work, put them together, instead of hauling all the small pieces of wood or, you know, the lumber somewhere else. So they would have, when you're working, say like, if you're making stools and you had to make 100 of them, and everything had to be peeled, it wouldn't make sense to cut up the pieces of wood in the small pieces and then try to pair them, because that, you know, but so I could get maybe 4 legs out of this piece. It goes a lot faster if it's a single piece. Go ahead and peel it and then cut it up as you need it then. So it definitely saves time, and I think like for getting stuff started with a bow, it would be really efficient too. And anything that you want to peel or even get some more detail on.
In there.
What made you think of that?
It's not nothing of my creation. It's I saw it on something. But then you can work on little fiddly stuff and not
It's not
start
moving all
leaking.
around, and
Yeah.
you're not carving your fingertips?
It was on fire. I could bring it over. So I set my
Yep,
property
I
on
do,
fire.
and I hide it.
And I could probably tighten this string up a little bit and get it locked in a little tighter, easier. But I mean, you
So
can't.
just show me, can you show me what you did next?